Today's PCE data, meanwhile, indicate inflation is slowing, likely cementing rate cuts by the Federal Reserve next year. But this positive data is not helping President Biden's approval rating as he continues to fall behind his GOP rival Donald Trump in the polls. Our very own Rick Newman has been digging through that data. Rick.
Yeah, it's just the year is ending poorly for Biden. You just showed a Monmouth University poll result. He's down to 34% approval in that poll. That's the lowest of his presidency so far. And I'm kind of struck by that. He's less popular now than he was in the summer of 2022, which is when gasoline prices hit $5 a gallon and we had the inflation rate hitting its peak of 8.9%, basically all the way up to 9%. So, I mean, we understand that while the rate of inflation is coming down, it's now around 3%, 3.1. That doesn't mean prices are coming down. Prices are still high. But gas prices are coming down. I mean, they're basically at normal levels, around $3 a gallon, $3.10 a gallon. And Biden is just getting absolutely no love from voters. It's like he can do nothing right. And I don't know if this is going to improve in 2024.
Well, let's pivot now to a story that's making the moves in the market today, and that is investors. They are betting that the government could put a pin in the Nippon acquisition of U.S. Steel. We remember all the hay that was made by President Trump back in the day about protectionism and tariffs, and the steel makers were front and center in his campaigns. What do we know right now?
So U.S. Steel has been trying to sell itself. I mean, it thinks that, it will just do better for shareholders if there's some consolidation in the industry. And of course, the big long-term story here is that China has risen and it now dominates the global steel industry and undercuts American producers. We still make a lot of steel in the United States for domestic consumption. So Nippon is a Japanese owned company. Japan is a close ally, so it's not like a Chinese company wants to buy U.S. Steel. This would have to go through a government security review no matter what. And Biden has now weighed in and says this deal requires serious scrutiny. So he didn't say it shouldn't happen. He just said he's concerned about it. So that makes me think that the Biden administration might not actively lobby against this deal, but there might have to be some conditions that are not contained in the current agreement between the two companies. From last time I checked, U.S. Steel stock price not at the what the deal price would be, which is about $55. So it's discounted from that, suggesting investors think there is some chance this could fall through. So I think this is going to be a significant story at the beginning of 24.
Yeah, we'll certainly be prepared to follow it as it evolves there, and probably going to hear a lot about it from ex-President Trump himself. Thank you for that, Rick Newman.
Bye, guys.